The discovery in the water. Archimedes' secret. Archimedes, the brilliant and revered scholar of ancient Greece, was not only a man of extraordinary intellect but also a trusted friend of King Hiero II of Syracuse. Their relationship was built on mutual respect. The king often sought Archimedes' wisdom to tackle challenges that seemed impossible to overcome. From intricate scientific problems to the curing of ailments that defied the skills of ordinary doctors. Archimedes' reputation as a genius had been solidified over the years, with his inventive solutions bringing prosperity and recognition. Yet, a new challenge arose that would put both his brilliance and resourcefulness to the ultimate test. The story began when King Hiero commissioned a beautiful new crown to be fashioned from a solid block of pure gold. Weighing exactly 2 pounds, he entrusted the royal jeweler with this precious task, instructing him to craft a crown of exquisite beauty and fine craftsmanship. The jeweler did as requested, and the crown was completed to the king's satisfaction. But soon, rumors began to spread, whispers in the court that the jeweler had betrayed the king's trust by mixing silver with the gold, in an attempt to cheat him. Despite the fact that the crown weighed the same as the original block of gold, suspicions mounted that the jeweler had secretly substituted the precious metal with a cheaper, less valuable silver. Enraged by the thought of such deceit, King Hiero refrained from directly accusing the jeweler but sought the counsel of his trusted friend, Archimedes. The king tasked Archimedes with verifying the crown's composition. But there was one condition: he was to do so without damaging or altering the crown in any way. Archimedes, though advancing in years, was as sharp and determined as ever. For days, he pondered the situation, trying to devise a way to test the crown's authenticity. But no solution came to him. Frustration built within him, until one fateful day, when he visited the public bathhouse, a visit that would change everything. As Archimedes settled into the warm waters of the bath, something unusual caught his attention. He noticed that as he submerged himself, the water level rose. More intriguingly, he felt lighter, as if the water had somehow diminished his weight. In that moment of clarity, a sudden realization struck him. The key to solving the problem was right in front of him. Overcome with excitement, Archimedes jumped from the bath, utterly forgetting his clothes, and ran through the streets shouting, "Eureka! Eureka!" the Greek words for "I have found it." His discovery had come in a flash of brilliance, and he could not wait to share it with the king. Upon reaching the palace, Archimedes wasted no time. He borrowed both the crown and the solid gold block and proceeded with his experiment. He placed both objects on a balance and submerged them in a tub of water. As he watched, the balance tilted, and to his great excitement, the crown displaced more water than the gold block. The result was clear: Archimedes had found the answer. "Your Majesty," Archimedes exclaimed triumphantly, "the crown has been mixed with silver." King Hiero, still puzzled, demanded an explanation. "How do you know this? What does the water have to do with the crown?" Archimedes, eager to explain his discovery, spoke with fervor. Your Majesty, I have uncovered the principle of buoyant force. When an object is submerged in water, it displaces an amount of water equal to its volume. Now, if the crown contains silver, a less dense metal than gold, its volume must be larger than that of the pure gold block. Even though they weigh the same, this larger volume means the crown will displace more water than the gold block, which is exactly what we observed. The king's eyes widened with understanding. So, if the crown contains an impurity, it must have a greater volume, and therefore, it will displace more water? Exactly, Your Majesty, Archimedes confirmed with a smile. This is the phenomenon we are witnessing. Furious and vindicated, King Hiera immediately commanded, "Summon the jeweler. I will have him brought before me at once." The deceitful jeweler's betrayal had been uncovered, and Archimedes' ingenuity had once again saved the day. But Archimedes' genius did not end there. With the crown's composition revealed, he took his newfound understanding even further. He realized that the force of buoyancy on any object submerged in a liquid is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by the object. This groundbreaking principle would go on to become one of the cornerstones of physics, forever changing the way we understand the world around us. Archimedes later documented his discovery in his treatise on floating bodies, which would be studied for centuries to come. In solving the king's dilemma, Archimedes not only restored the honor of King Hiera but also made a contribution that would echo through history. His discovery would shape the future of science and remain one of the most important principles in physics, known to this day as Archimedes' principle. Through this moment of brilliance, Archimedes demonstrated that even the simplest observations could lead to profound insights, an enduring legacy that continues to inspire those who seek to understand the world with the same curiosity and determination.